From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome to Jordan Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly wrote us down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
This is a designed run. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On his feet at the 40. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking left. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to pass. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll give it to Washington. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Auburn lines up quickly. On 1st down, it's Bryson Washington again. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the Dogs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And he muffs it. It's loose. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
With the catch, it's Humphries. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a give to Frazier. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, a lot of space. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Plows through the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And he's down at the 41, that's a 1st down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Going long. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he's got him. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Cobb. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Thrust that arm out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires deep toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Rides to back and leaves it. Could be an alley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws it deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Brown wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out? and get the first down. You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? Four verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Another incompletion on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Washington. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He takes it at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The give as they work on that clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. It'll be 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take a sack to end it. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.